I have these SONY WF-1000XM4 earbuds. They have great sound quality, but a few years ago, firmware version 1.4.2 had a problem. It used the charging system in a bad way and damaged the batteries. I usually don't update the firmware on my devices, so the battery got damaged. Now, they only work for a few seconds. I left them in use for more than a year, but now it's time to fix them. What I love most is the noise cancelling. It's amazing. So, let's get started. To avoid damage to the plastic, I'll use a plastic toolkit made for opening phones. First, I remove the air tips. To open them, we need to soften the glue. I'm using a hot air gun at 150 degrees Celsius, but a hair dryer can work too. I press the case a little and use a plastic tool to pry it open. I think I used it too much first. It was easier than I expected. Here we can see the system. It looks like there are two main boards connected by flex cables. I didn't expect the circuit to be this complex. I can see several microphones and sensors. Now I'll disconnect this part. Use a prying tool, gently to avoid breaking the connectors. I'll remove this flex cable because I need to lift the board and remove the battery. I apply a little heat to soften the glue. Be careful with the temperature. Now I gently lift the board connected to the battery's positive side. The battery is probably glued underneath. I use tweezers and some force to remove it. Here is the replacement battery. It has the same specs. It's a lithium-ion battery model Z55H, made by the Chinese company SONY Power. I installed the new battery and reused the leftover glue. Be sure to place it in the same position, so it doesn't touch the top board. Now I return the little flex cable to its place and connect the two boards again. Let's check that it's closed well. Before applying glue, I clean the edge with a cotton swab and alcohol. I'll use T8000 glue, which is often used to seal phones. I apply glue around the edge. Then I press firmly and hold it for a couple of minutes. You can use a cotton swab and alcohol to clean the extra glue before it dries. And finally, I change the air tips because they are very dirty and worn out. I leave links to everything I used, tools, battery, glue, etc. in a description so you don't have to search. As I said at the beginning of the video, many forums say this problem started after a firmware update, so as soon as you turn the earbuds on, update them to the latest version. You only need the Sony app called Headphones. It will offer the update automatically. Some people think the battery issue is planned obsolescence. I don't think that's true. I've always used Sony products and they were great. I think this was just a mistake. These earbuds are awesome. If you find a used pair with battery problems, I think it's a great idea to repair them. You can save a lot of money. I've been using them for a couple of weeks now, and everything works fine. They last all day and I charge them at night. Thanks for watching.